everybody, welcome to Frannie's Hair. Today I'll be showing you a bunch of Estetica wigs, so stay tuned. So today is Memorial Day, and I first want to thank all the brave men and women who have served our country. Now, as I said, I'll be showing you a bunch of Estetica wigs today, and you can head over to frannieshair.com and check all of them out. I'll have them linked in the description below. Also, we are having a site-wide sale, and if you're not a member of the private Facebook group Frannie's Hair yet, head on over there. Today we have an exclusive deal for our Facebook members. So head on over, join the group. In addition to exclusive deals, we also have over 3,100 members posting pictures of themselves in all different wigs, all different colors. It can really be helpful when you're trying to choose a wig for yourself. Also, we have our wig experts over there who are ready and willing to help you with any questions you have. I have learned so much in that group, and that group is a very supportive community. So if you're new to wigs and you're just really not sure what to do, or you're not feeling comfortable yet about wearing a wig out, come join us. You're going to get so much support there. All right, so let's get started looking at these Estetica wigs. Okay, so let's start with Sage, and she's in the color R6/28F. I'm going to spin for you, and then we'll talk about her details. I think she is just a great, easy style. She's described as a simple yet elegant bob with the perfect amount of subtle waves. The delicate texture and lace part gives Sage an effortlessly natural look. She's not heat friendly. She does have a lace front. Let me show you that here. And a lace part. It's a left part, and you'll want to keep your part there if you want the look of the natural scalp. Her measurements, first my measurements. My circumference is 21.5 inches. Forehead to chin, I'm 8.5 inches. Ear to ear, I'm 11.5 inches. And forehead to nape, I'm 12.5 inches. And chin to collarbone, I'm 3 inches. We added that measurement, and if you've been to the private Facebook group Frannie's Hair, you'll see that my entire team has a picture of themselves up with their measurements, so that when you're looking at pictures of wigs on the different team members, you'll have an idea of how their measurements compare to your measurements. Also, another thing I'm trying to do is get pictures of any of my team members who have the wigs that I'm reviewing, so that I can put them in the videos and you can have a comparison there as well. Okay, so the measurements on Sage. The crown is 10.75 inches. The sides, 6.25 inches. The nape, 4 inches. The bang, 9 inches, so just a bit longer than my face there. And she weighs 3.2 ounces. As far as permatease goes, I do feel some permatease in here, which is probably what gives it shape. I know some people don't like it, so I like to tell you about it. Some people actually do like it and prefer it. And then for people like me, I don't have a preference. I just want it to work for whichever wig I'm wearing. So if I feel it needs it for the shape and volume, then I'm happy to have it. If I'm looking for something really low density and closer to my head, then I'm happy for it to not be there. All right, so as I said, I do feel some permatease in here. As far as the density of the hair goes, I would say that that's lower density. I don't feel like there's a lot of hair, even though it may look like more with the wave here. Okay, so let's talk about the color, which is R6/28F. 6 is a darker brown, and it's described as chestnut brown with red frost. So that red is your 28. Hopefully you can see this in here, and this is definitely a warm color. There's no doubt about that. Unless otherwise noted, all the wigs are in an average size. I will let you know if something comes in a different size. Okay, so let's take a look at the ear tabs. Here we go. You can see here. Nice coverage. This here is my hair. My hair's gray, so it won't be hard to find if you see it here. Again, here's the ear tab, nice coverage. And as far as fit goes, this is fitting me really well. So when we take a look at the cap, we'll look at where the adjusters are. Okay, so under the ear tabs, it's not bothering me at all. Over the ear tabs, that works too. All right, let's take this color outside. Oh my goodness, what a gorgeous day it is. So here you have R628F. You can see that dark brown in there, what they're calling chestnut brown, and the red as well. All right, let's take a look at her cap. Now, Estetica is known for having some of the most comfortable caps. I've heard that over and over again, and it really is true. So, here you can see we have the lace front, and it goes right into that left side part, which looks like it goes all the way back to the crown, which is really nice. And it is fairly wide, so you can, I don't make my part exactly straight, so I can kind of play with it in that area. The beauty of having the part go back to the crown is that it'll be less dense in the crown area, which is actually more natural looking because your bio hair is less dense in that area as well. You have a material ear tab with metal stays, and I always really like Estetica's metal stays. I find them to be substantial. There's open wefting, and you have an open extended nape with the bra hook closures. Interesting, this side was not even hooked. It's right there. And this side is hooked in a few slots. So this could definitely go bigger. And if we look at this stretch here, there's a decent amount of stretch. And Estetica in general normally fits an average to even a bit larger than an average, and I would say that that's true for Sage as well. Okay, so that is Sage in R628F, and on to the next. All right, next is Ryan in R8/26H. I'm going to spin, and then we're going to talk about her. Okay, Ryan is described as a relaxed and stylish, wavy, asymmetrical pixie. It's all about the angles and length. Ryan's longer front embraces her creative tresses for a naturally tousled and sassy look that is gorgeous from every angle. And this really is such a stylish look, the way it's asymmetrical, longer on this side. You could put one side behind your ear like that. So pretty. She's not heat friendly. She has a lace front and a lace part, which I'm going to show you. First, we're going to talk measurements. The crown is 10 inches, it says. Well, this is not 10 inches. I'm not really sure where this 10-inch crown is coming from. I'm going to have to check on that. The sides, 2 inches, and I guess that would be more this side. This side seems longer. The nape, 2.25 inches. The bang, 6 to 10 inches. That makes sense. So let's look at the longest part, yeah. And since I'm 8.5 here, that makes sense. And 6 inches is probably this side. And she weighs just 2.4 ounces, and she does feel very light. Let's look at the lace front here. Hopefully you can see that there. And the lace part. And as far as permatease goes, there is some up in here giving it that shape again, but it's not a lot. And definitely she's low density. There's not a lot of hair here. All right, let's talk about the color, R826H. 8 is a medium brown. It's a medium golden brown, you can see in there. And the 26 is your golden blonde highlight that you see there. As far as fit goes, I think I could actually make her a little bit tighter, and we'll look at where the adjusters are. Ear tabs, Take a look here. Comes to right about here, right to the top of my ear. Pretty good coverage there. And on this side, let me close the metal stay there. You can see this part is my hair and this is the ear tab coming around. We'll try the glasses on. Under the ear tab, no problem. Over the ear tab, no problem. All right, let's take this color outside. Okay, here we go. So you can see that medium golden brown in here with the golden blonde highlights. Sassy. Okay, and let's take a look at the cap. That came off easily. I could definitely tighten this a little bit. All right, so here you go. You have your lace front and it goes back pretty deep. And your part, again, going to the crown, which is really nice. And it's a nice wide part there. You have your material ear tabs with the metal stays, open wefting, and open extended nape with the bra hook closures. And this is actually in 2 notches on one side, and it looks like 2 on the other side. So this one could definitely go to a larger than average head because I would have made this tighter for me and it's not even all the way out yet. So I would say if you have a larger head, this one could be good for you. And that is Preston in R8 26H. Okay, for you ladies who love bangs and a classic bob, this is it. Sandra in the color RT 613/27. I've been doing research for a video I'm putting together on how to choose a wig for your face. And it's not your typical, oh, you have an oval face, a square face, you need to wear this or that. This really delves into the features of your face and the different parts of your hair or a wig. So one of those features I've been looking at is bangs and all the things that it can do for your face. And I won't go into depth here, but it can definitely highlight your eyes, your cheekbones, shorten a longer face, or even lengthen a shorter face, which is very interesting. So stay tuned for that video. All right, so let's talk about Sandra. Sandra is described as the striking chin length bob, features full bangs and layers, giving it a distinctive shape that embodies modern elegance. She has a full monofilament top. She is not heat friendly. Her measurements, her crown is 8 inches, sides 6 inches, nape 2 inches, and bang 4 inches. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so here's your bangs, and for me, it's actually, I could probably just wear it this length and like wisp it up a little bit. I might snip a few hairs here and there, and you could put her behind your ears. Really, such a nice style. Okay, so you can see here there's no lace front, and she has a monofilament top, which means you can part her anywhere. Hopefully you can see that. The color RT 613/27 is described as light auburn tipped with pale blonde. So you can see that there, and the pale blonde is golden in color. I would say it's definitely warmer. It has a little coolish tint to it, but definitely warmer. And I would say this wig is overall warm, especially with the auburn in it. The last wig, Ryan, I forgot to mention, that also was a warmer color. Okay, let's take a look at the ear tabs here. Very easy to see my hair. Anything darker. So that's the coverage you get there. Lift that up there so you can see that. As far as permatease goes, I do feel some around here, and I think that's what gives it this beautiful shape. Again, it's not a lot, but I do think there is some in here. And I would say she's medium density. I would say this one's medium density. Really adorable style. Okay, let's try the glasses on under the ear tabs. Fine. Today's an under and over day. Over the ear tabs, also fine. She's fitting me very well. I could probably even tighten her up a little bit. So we'll look at where her adjusters are. But first, let's take her outside. Okay, so RT 613/27. The 27 is going to be your auburn, and the 613 is this pale golden blonde. And for you ladies who do not like rooting, no rooting. Okay, let's take a look at our cap. These caps do have a decent amount of stretch in them. So I'm sure that's part of what makes them so comfortable. So there is no lace front. You have this, I don't know if that's silicone or polyurethane band there. And then you have a full mono top. Open ear tabs with the hair spliced in there. You can see that. Open wefting, not an extended nape, just a regular nape, and it's hooked in, it looks like the third notch on that side and the second notch on this, no, third notch on this side also. So there's definitely room to go larger, and I would make her smaller for myself. So again, and look at this stretch, I would say she could go for a larger head as well. Okay, that's Sandra in RT 613/27. Okay, I'm standing back because this is long and I want to get this in. This is Ocean in the color Iced Mocha. So let me spin for you first. She's also not heat friendly. As a matter of fact, I think all the wigs I'm showing you today are not heat friendly. So if one is, I'll let you know that. Otherwise, you can assume that it's not heat friendly. Ocean is described as gorgeous, soft, beachy waves give Ocean a relaxed yet sexy vibe that is universally adored. Ocean's front lace line make her ever stylish, loose waves, a look that is naturally beautiful all year round. She has a lace front. There you go. And no monofilament part or top. Her measurements, her crown is 13 inches. Hopefully you can see all that there. Sides 10.5 inches. Nape 11 inches. Bang 11 inches. And she weighs 4.27 ounces. She does have permatease, giving her this shape and hiding the wefting because you have no monofilament. You want to make sure that the wefts are hided with permatease. And I would say she's medium density. I would call her medium density. All right, let's talk about the color Iced Mocha. Iced Mocha is described as light chestnut brown base. And I'm going to say I actually think this is a little bit darker than a light brown. And we'll look at it outside too. With light brown, ash blonde, gold blonde painted highlights. So hopefully you can see the ash and the gold blonde. And it says that it's rooted with an 8, which is normally a medium brown. And the colors in it are 18, which is more of your ashy blonde, and the 26, which is more of your golden blonde. Okay, let's look at the ear tabs. Here you go, so you can see the coverage there. This is my hair here. And I'll show you on the other side here. And it comes down to here. She's fitting me, I would say she's fitting me well. I would probably wear her the way she's adjusted, so we'll look at that. Under the ear tabs, I feel that. Over the ear tabs, that's how I would wear them. There's so much you could do with this style, with this much hair. You could definitely put her up in a clip or a barrette. You could put her in a ponytail in the back there and have the front hang out. That would be really pretty. So much. With long hair like this, you could do so much, especially if you're talented at styling. All right, now let's take this color outside. Okay, so here you go. This is the Iced Mocha, and hopefully you're getting to see the color better out here. To me, it is more of a medium brown than a light brown. And then you have your gold and ash highlights. Right, let's take a look at the cap. Okay, so you can see here that you have your lace front, but it does go back pretty far. So the beginning of your part here is going to look like scalp, which is really great. You have your open ear tabs with the metal stays, open wefting, which will give you a lot of stretch there, and your open extended nape. The adjusters are about 3 in, so it can definitely go larger, definitely to an average, probably even a little bit bigger than an average. Okay, look at all that hair. And that is Ocean in Iced Mocha. Okay, meet Meritt, one of my favorite Estetica wigs. I own Meritt. I wear Meritt a lot. I have her in a different color, but I wanted to show Chrome RT1B to you, so I'm showing you this in that color. She's just a great everyday wig, throw on and go, low density, mono top, lace front. She's got it all. I'll show you. She's described as sleek and smooth. Meritt's distinctive layering creates a face framing bob that flatters all face shapes. Long side swept bangs soften the face, completing this stylish look. Okay, so I'm going to spin for you. I love her. And I usually put her behind one ear like that. Let's talk about the color, Chrome RT1B. This is a gray and white with 25% medium brown blend and off black roots. So hopefully you can see that there. It's a really pretty color. And the beauty of this color for me is that it really does match my bio hair really well. What I do in a case like that is, you see here my hair going back, I will just pull some of it out to make it look more natural. So if somebody should see me from the side, my hair is coming right out of my head. Now, if I'm wearing a wig that doesn't match my hair, depending on the color, if it's blonde, the gray can a lot of times blend in, but if it's a brown that's darker than my gray hair, what I'll do is I'll use a root powder on my natural hair. Okay, so we were just looking at the ear tabs. Let's look a little more closely to see how it fits. And this is a great style. You could wear a headband with it. You could pull it back. I typically just throw it on, stick it behind my ear, and I'm out the door. I forgot to show you the lace front. Here's the lace front. And she has a mono top, so you can part her anywhere. And as I said, she's low density and just feels so good. All right, let's look at the color outside. So I came out to show you this color, and Barb, my mail lady, was here, and she said she loved this wig, and she saw a purplish tint to it. So I don't know if you see that or not, but I thought I would mention it. Really pretty color. And my husband agreed with her. He saw purple too. All right, let's take a look at the cap. And I don't know if I said, but she was fitting me well. Okay, so, I don't think I did measurements with her. I'll come back and do measurements. So here's your front lace. It goes back pretty far and then into a full mono top. You have the open wefting, open ear tabs with metal stays, regular nape with the bra hook closures. See those there? And it is, looks like it's on the second notch on that side. Yeah, and let's look at the stretch. There's a little stretch there. I would say it definitely goes to average. I wouldn't say that this is one of the larger wigs. So that's Meritt. Now I'm going to put her back on and just tell you the measurements. Can't believe I forgot to do that. How great is it to just throw on your hair like this and be ready to go? Okay, that's the other thing I was talking to Barb about, because she was saying blow drying our hair in the heat, and she has longer hair. It just gets too hot. I'm like, first of all, I don't style hair well, but my hair always looks styled, and I just throw it on and go. So, okay, measurements. The bangs and the sides are 8.75 inches. That's what it says. So, yeah, I could see that if I'm 8.5 inches. And she weighs just 3.5 ounces. Those are the measurements listed. All right, on to the next. Okay, for you ladies who are looking for something that's really just throw on and go, this is Jamie in the color R18/22. Let me spin for you. This is a great summer wig. Feels nice and light. Really almost nothing to it. Very comfortable. It's a pure stretch cap, which means there are no features, and a pure stretch cap has the most amount of stretch. She's fitting me really well. We'll take a look at where the adjusters are. And let's talk about the style. With her soft texture, tapered nape and sides, Jamie is a must-have classic pixie. She's a chic style that's perfect for any occasion and super easy to style. Like I said, throw on and go. Literally, you can see she just comes like this. I have some of my hair, I think, sticking out here. Anything gray is mine. I can't tell it where mine is. You can see the color there. Okay, measurements. Her crown is 2.5 inches. The sides, 2.5 inches. The nape, 1.5. And the bangs 2 inches. So I definitely would not need to trim these bangs. And as far as styling, you could bring the sideburns down in the front, or you could put them behind your ears, however you want to wear it, depending on what your hair's like also. Really cute. Okay, and the color, R18/22, is described as ash blonde, light ash blonde blend. So it has a little bit more coolness to the blonde. Now the chrome RT1B, I forgot to mention, that was definitely a cool color. This one has some gold to it, but it also has the coolness in there. Okay, let's look at the ear tabs more closely. Here you go. You can see the ear tab here. And my hair's any gray that's coming out. There you go. And let's try the glasses. Under the ear tabs, I would feel that. Over the ear tabs, totally fine. All right, let's take this color outside. Okay, so here we go, R18/22, definitely on the cooler side, but still having some warmth. I don't want you to think that it's really white. It's not. Hopefully you can see it here. And again, not a rooted wig. Okay, let's take a look at the cap. So you can see here, it's a pure stretch cap, no features. So this is going to have the most stretch in all directions. It's open wefted, and there is some permatease in here to hide the wefting and give it shape. There's open ear tabs with the hair spliced in and the metal stays. Then you have your open extended nape there with the bra hook closures, and they are adjusted in to, it looks like this second notch on one side and the first notch on the other side. So this does have stretch, but I would be cautious in saying that somebody with a large head could wear this. I think it might be too tight. I would say it goes to an average. All right. So there's Jamie in R18/22. Okay, meet Petite Sullivan in RH1226 RT4. She's a classic bob. She, I believe, is the same style as Jameson, just in a petite size. I'm going to spin, show you the style, and then we'll talk about her. We'll talk about her right in front of her. Okay, so Petite Sullivan is described as a true classic bob with long layers gently shaping the ends. She boasts the perfect length to flatter all face shapes. Her lace front, along with lace part, will leave you with an effortlessly natural and flawless look. So let's look at her lace front here. Hopefully you can see that. And she has a left side lace part that goes all the way back to the crown, which makes it look more natural because it's less dense there. Again, not heat friendly. And her measurements, her crown is 11 inches, sides 7 inches, nape 4 inches, bang 10 inches, and she weighs 3.99 ounces. She is so comfortable. Permatease wise, there might be some around here, but if there is, it's minimal. I'm not even sure. I would say minimal amount of permatease, maybe giving it a little bit of shape or hiding some of the wefts, but not a lot. And as far as density goes, I would say on the light side of medium. Not a lot of fibers. Okay, color. RH1226 RT4 is described as a light brown, that's your 12, with chunky golden blonde highlights and dark brown roots. So your rooting is a 4, that's a dark brown, and then you have your 12, which is your lightest brown in here, and then 26, which is your golden blonde highlights. Okay, let's look at the ear tabs here for coverage. You can see here, and she's fitting me comfortably, definitely comfortably. Now she's supposed to be a petite, so we'll look at where the adjusters are. There you go. Let's try the glasses. Under the ear tabs. Fine, no problem. Over the ear tabs. Also no problem. And you could wear her so many ways. Just behind the ear is really pretty. Behind both ears. You could pull her back. You could put a headband on. Is she long enough for a little ponytail back here? Probably you could do a little one if you want. Just such a pretty, elegant, feminine style. All right, let's look at the color outside. Okay, Petite Sullivan in RH1226 RT4. You have the dark brown rooting, the light brown fibers with the golden blonde highlights. And if you're seeing that my gardening isn't done yet, my sister's coming home from vacation and we're going to be working on that. All right, let's look at our cap. Okay, so you can see here that you have your lace front, which is fairly deep, again, going into your side lace part there, and it goes all the way back to the crown. You have the fabric ear tabs with the metal stays, open wefting, the bra hook closures, with a regular nape, and let's see where the closures are. 1, 2, 3, third on that side, and 1, 2. So even though this is petite, it has plenty of room to go smaller for me. I bet you this would even go to an average size. But again, there's Jameson, which is their average size, which is the same style as far as I can tell. So if you're average, I would say just get Jameson. All right, so this is Petite Sullivan in RH1226 RT4. Okay, last wig of the day. What a beauty to end on. This is Orchid in Caramel Kiss. This is not the rooted version of the color. This is just Caramel Kiss. I'm going to spin for you. So pretty. There is so much you could do with this. You could do updos, you could put her in a ponytail, you know, leaving some pieces down. Do her up, maybe a French twist of some sort. So many things you could do with this. A barrette on one side, leave some down like that. All right, let's read about the style. Right off the top though, this is fitting me pretty loosely. I would need to adjust this and make it tighter, so we'll look at where the adjusters are. Okay, Orchid is described as free-flowing, gorgeous waves and face-framing layers bring natural movement and soft volume to Orchid. With the perfect amount of layering, Orchid is wonderfully lightweight and just so wearable. She has a lace part and a lace front, so here's the lace front. Hopefully you can see that there. And it's a side left part, and we'll take a look at that when we look at the cap. She's not heat friendly. The crown is 12 inches, sides 10 inches, nape 13 inches, bang 9 inches, and she weighs 4.66 ounces, which really is not a lot for all of this hair. As far as permatease goes, I definitely feel permatease in here, and I would classify this as a medium density. Yeah, definitely medium density. Let's look at the ear tabs. Here you go. So it's hard to tell which is mine here. This is mine, that gray. And some of this is part of the wig. There we go. So you can see the ear tab coming around. I have a little bit of a space there, so I wonder if my glasses will fit right under that. Same thing on this side. Let's find out. The glasses, yeah, the glasses fit right under the ear tab for me, so not an issue. And I could put them over the ear tabs and also no issue. Let's talk about the color, Caramel Kiss, which is probably, I'm going to say probably their most popular color. I love this color. It's a golden brown with a light copper blonde. Definitely warm. Definitely a warm color. Really pretty color. And I find it could be flattering for so many faces. All right, let's take this color outside. Okay, so here you go, Caramel Kiss, and this is not the rooted version. And did I show you the lace part? It looks a little dense here, so I might need to pluck it. But we'll look at the part when we look at the cap. Really pretty color though. And pretty wig. I don't know that my arms are long enough to show you. I tried using a selfie stick. I need practice. All right, let's take a look at the cap. Okay, so you have the temple to temple lace front with a wide side part there. It doesn't go all the way back to the crown. You have open wefting, your material ear tabs with the metal stays, extended open nape with the bra hook closures, and let me see where they are. They're adjusted in, looks like to the second one on that side, and whoa, the fourth one on that side. And still I would need to make it tighter. So I'm going to say that this one definitely runs larger. If you have a larger head, this could be a good one for you. Okay, so that is Orchid in Caramel Kiss. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that showing of the Estetica wigs. Don't forget to go to the private Facebook group, Frannie's Hair. We have an exclusive deal happening there today. So head on over there. Also, don't forget to go over to frannieshair.com and check out our site-wide sale happening today. All right, as always, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. Remember to make it your own, and I'll see you soon.